Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you aboard. We kindly ask that you fasten your seatbelt.
And eat your fucking nuts. This is Confessions on the Fly with
LJ
and Flight Attendant Joe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, live from Midnight Profit Productions in Hollywood, California. This is Confessions on the Fly. Unfortunately, I'm here all alone today. LJ couldn't make it, so we're just
talking about.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even... Well, you've lost so much weight, I could barely see you.
Stop your
Oh, my God. You're so skinny.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What did you do?
Just be careful. The last guy who said that to me got a very happy ending.
Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 3.5 seconds.
You're gross. Stop. Can we?
All right, we're back. Okay.
Can we do this again?
Do you need some sanitizer?
Okay, you're disgusting.
You want to start over?
No.
Okay.
Let's just go.
You don't want sanitizer? That's my kind of lady. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining us here on Confessions on the Fly. What's going on?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. You know, it's raining really bad today.
I know.
It's disgusting. And you'd think it would wash away all the filth of LA, but no, it's still dirty.
No, it's still dirty.
It's still disgusting.
And how are you feeling today after last night?
Well, I'm a little slightly hungover. My heart's palpitating. My Fitbit's telling me I'm about to have a heart attack. So thanks for filling up my wine glass so much last night.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Well, and all the cookies you were feeding me.
Yeah.
I think you're a feeder. Do you know what a feeder is?
I like to take care of people.
No, it's skinny people who like to make people fat.
Oh my God. No, that's not me at all.
That's a feeder.
Okay.
It's big in the gay community. I think it's big in the hetero community too. It's when a skinny, like 85-pound person. Yes, I'm referring to you as being 85 pounds, but that sounds
so
unhealthy.
turned on.
You're not Karen Carpenter. Stop. It's when a really skinny person who's like 85 pounds, like somebody who's 700 pounds.
Oh, okay.
And and if they don't get crushed at some time during sex,
oh my God,
they just keep feeding them cookies and cookies and cookies.
Oh my God.
I think my husband's a little bit of a feeder.
Matt makes amazing cookies. Yeah. Also, when you come to visit, you usually bring me cookies, but that didn't happen.
Well, I ate them on the flight.
That's fine.
No,
that's fine.
But yeah, so I want to talk about the elephant in the room.
Am I driving?
It's about you having a hit and run last night.
No.
So
I thought we weren't going to talk about this.
Oh, well, I mean, it's confessions, and I'm confessing that you're a horrible driver.
Oh, they already know that I'm a terrible driver.
And that's all I'm ever going to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, she hit a car last night. She backed into a car. I'm not going to tell you what town. I'm not going to tell you what time. But we got into the car, and she just backed up like there was nothing behind us, and hit this car, and I was like, oh my God. And she's like, what? That's what bumpers are for.
That's true. That's what a bumper's for. No, it's fine. You can't see anything. And my bumper's fine, and their bumper was fine.
Well, my neck is still a little sore.
You're a little ridiculous.
I'm lying. But no, wait a minute. You did hit a car.
Well, I didn't hit the car. I bumped the car. And again, bumpers are made for that purpose. Bump.
I had a hit and run when I was like 15.
Did you like smoosh the car?
I wrecked it and then I left.
Yeah, well then that's a hit and run.
But I was underage, and that was 31 years ago. I was backing out of my friend's driveway and I just hit a car and then I left.
That's
and
terrible.
Then the next day I picked her up and she was like, oh my God, somebody hit my neighbor's car. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
That's great.
Let's go.
Did you not have like the paint on your car?
I don't know. I had a Ford Escort. It used to smoke. They called it the smoking queen. I would drive down the road and smoke would be billowing out of it. And I would be like, I can make it.
I forgot you used to smoke.
What?
Didn't you used to like smoke?
I have never smoked a cigarette in my entire life. I've never even tried one cigarette.
Oh, because your mom smoked.
Oh, yeah. Everyone smoked in the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
But I grew up in basically what was like Pompeii after the eruption. When I would come home, my clothes smelled so much like smoke. And when I was in school, the teachers would be like, you're not supposed to smoke.
Oh, my God.
I'd be like, well, I'm 8.
Well, I'm 8.
So I'm not
me.
smoking.
It's my mom.
Oh, my God.
Not my neighbor. Okay, so it's my downstairs neighbor to the left of me is a chain smoker.
Okay.
Downstairs to the left. And I never smelt it before, but my neighbor right next door moved out. So there's nothing in there to suck up the smoke. So now it's like billowing into my apartment.
Oh my God. I think I was at your apartment once when first of all, I don't understand how anybody smokes. I have a friend, his mom died of cancer and he still smokes. And I was like, you should quit. And he goes, you should stop masturbating. And I was like,
That's
Good point. But I can't because it's an addiction. I'm shocked I'm not doing it right now.
Okay.
Well.
I put a prop for you. Speaking of that.
Oh, you did? Is it a, oh.
When you get out of hand, there you go.
Have you been watching The View?
No.
Because I think they have a bell.
Do they really?
They do. Wow. So, maybe this is better than keeping track of how many times I say fuck.
What? Just when you get out of hand, I'm just going to okay, settle down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
All right. What are we talking about today?
Today's questions?
Oh, okay, good. Because I really didn't have anything else.
Questions. Yes, today's questions.
Okay, questions.
So,
do you have some questions?
I have some questions. Well, actually, our lovely and amazing viewers have questions.
Thank you. Yeah, I like to put that question out there on the Flight Attendant Joe Facebook page, and it's just amazing.
Famous.
You say
Nobody
that all the
cares
time.
about me.
Well, that's not true. Most people are tuning in to watch you.
Hi.
Yeah. I just had somebody write on Instagram that I wish I could be in her studio. So I think he's talking about your vagina. So don't say aw or say aw. I mean, but he's like, I wish I could be in her studio. And I was like, I wonder if he means in this. No, her studio.
In her studio.
Which I hear there's a lot of room there. Oh, my God.
Rude.
All right,
So
questions.
rude.
Questions. What are the questions
I
I'd
put
love
on
to?
makeup for you today. I got dressed up and looked nice for everybody.
I look like a slob. I'm wearing my favorite T-shirt ever. It says West Coast.
Yeah.
And it's from Target. I think it was like $6.99. You look like a fucking rock star. I look like I just live in LA and I'm a horrible, horrible writer who can't sell a TV show.
Well, usually you always kind of look in when you see people dressed like that in LA. It's like homeless or actor.
Right.
It's usually the if you're hobo or actor.
Last night, LJ took me to this great. What's the name of that restaurant I like to go to?
Oh, you like Foreman's.
Foreman's in Toluca Lake. It's amazing. I love it. And one of her friends is there who is an actor who was just on an episode. Can I say that?
Sure.
Like episode of 911. And I don't even care if you have one line in a show and a movie and a TV. Like that's why whenever I think that I know Mackenzie Marsh, I always think, oh my God, I know somebody on Will and Grace. But I'm not going to go there because I could talk about that for days. But we met your friend and he was on an episode of 911. The first thing I said was, oh my God, did you meet Angela Bassett? And he's like, no, she wasn't there that day. I was like, don't talk to me.
You're like, I'm done with you.
Yes, but questions.
I'm done with you. Okay, questions. So thank you so much for writing in and giving us questions. Our first question of the day is, can you have tattoos and do you have any? Bill wants to know. Hey, Bill.
Can we just have tattoos in general?
Can we have tattoos?
Why are you flirting with Bill?
I don't know. Maybe Bill's cute.
Good Lord. If your shirt was any lower, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, you might want to go to YouTube and watch because there's practically nipple showing.
No, there is not.
All right, Bill.
I got some collarbone showing.
That's how I always know when I'm skinny.
I know. That's how I do too.
Yeah. If I can feel my collarbone, I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah. No, I guess Bill is asking us for being a flight attendant. Can you have tattoos and do you have any? Thanks for the question, Bill.
Thanks,
we appreciate you.
I have a tattoo. It's on my ankle. I can't show it to you because then I have to take my shoes off and my socks. And I'm wearing very cute socks today. They're bears. They're very adorable. But I have a tattoo. I actually have a tattoo twin. When I was in nursing school back in 1995, a friend and I got matching tattoos. And it's the Japanese symbol for the study of medicine. Because I don't know if everyone knows, but I was a nurse for 15 years before I decided to go serve nuts on an airplane. So I have this friend. Her name is Shauna. I don't talk to her anymore.
Oh, okay.
But it's not in a bad thing. You just said. But so there's someone else out in the world that has the same tattoo as I do, and
it's the same location.
Same location.
Oh, that's cool.
And she got it, and then I went a week later, and she came with me, and he tried to charge me $40 more, and I was like, settle down. Just because I don't have a badge doesn't mean
a badge.
I like to say it's better than vag. Vag is disgusting.
Oh.
Badge is okay.
Yeah. What did you say earlier today that you... Oh, no. Did I say something earlier today that you're like, wait, what did you say?
I'm always saying that about things you say.
Okay.
I think you were hungover. I think you were talking, and she just leans over in the car, and I was like, God, I'm so hungover, my head's spinning. She goes, do you need the VOMs? And I was like, what the fuck? VOMs? What the fuck does that mean? Like, you've been in LA too long. What's next? An 8-ball? Oh, you're tired? Here's an 8-ball. You want to vomit? No. I was like, get out of this town. It's killing you.
No, I'm leaving.
Do you have any tattoos?
I do have a tattoo.
You do? Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, I did not know.
Really? You didn't know?
For serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a tattoo.
Where is it?
It's hidden.
Is it on your lower back?
No, I don't have a tramp stamp. It's hidden, and I'm sure it's enjoyable for the people who've seen it.
Oh, I wish we could have a caller. I wish somebody who banged you could call in right now and tell us what it is. My God.
They don't pay attention to that anyway. They're like boobs.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
What is it, though? Can you say?
I don't really want to say. To be honest, it's words.
So Bill, to answer your question.
Yes, you can have tattoos,
but you have to keep them
as they
hidden.
are visible.
I know.
Not visible.
What airline do you work for? Hooters? I think they went out of business. No, you can actually have tattoos. They just have to be hidden. Not seen. Thank you.
Not visible tattoos.
I actually know people that have sleeve tattoos.
Yes,
and
I
they
do
wear
too.
long sleeve shirts.
shirts.
Sucks in the summer, but yeah. So just hide them.
Yes, or you can put makeup on them or Band-Aids.
Yeah.
I know somebody who has a neck tattoo who literally, they wear a scarf, so that's helpful. But they also put makeup on it, which sucks because the scarf gets so dirty.
Ugh,
but
it's disgusting.
It's better than having the scarf and then a Band-Aid, because that looks weird because it looks like you got slashed in the neck, which is odd.
Right.
So she just puts makeup on it and then has the scarf over it that covers the...
So yes, Bill, if you want to be a flight attendant and you have tattoos, just make sure you don't have a face tattoo and it looks like a tiger, and I think you'll be fine. Oh my God, I just saw some woman with a Hello Kitty tattoo on her neck
for breakfast.
And they didn't have breakfast.
I know.
I hate LA. It's a sandwich place that doesn't have breakfast. But she had this huge Hello Kitty tattoo right on her neck, under her chin. And I was like, no breakfast, you suck, but I love your tattoo.
But I love your tattoo.
I wouldn't do it, but I love it.
That's a statement, that's for sure.
Well, she loves Hello Kitty.
And
I love Hello Kitty.
You do.
Yeah.
But that's forever. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Like literally right there.
Yeah, and then when she's really old and everything's sagging, her kitty's going to be next to her other kitty. Boom, boom. We both rang the bell on that one because even that was ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Oh my God, kitties and kitties.
All right, so that answers the question on tattoos,
so quick
Bill.
Today.
Thank you,
Bill. You're amazing.
You're amazing. Our next question is, should I go to flight attendant college before I apply? Susan. Thank you, Susan, for your question.
I just
I didn't
go ahead.
Even know there was flight attendant college?
You can go take classes where they'll teach you how to be a flight attendant, and I think it's a ripoff. I don't think it's needed.
Is this like bartending school?
Yes, but it's like flight attendant school, and I think it's a ripoff. I think it's a waste of time. The only thing you need, Susan,
the only thing you need, Susan,
is customer service skills, a smile, and to know how to interview. So if you're going to spend money on anything, take a class on how to interview well.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, because those courses, how to be a flight attendant, you're serving nuts.
Ooh, if anybody has done one of those courses, can you please write us? Because I'd love to know what that entails.
Well, I think they teach you how to dress. They teach you how to put on your makeup. They basically pull people out of the gutter and teach them how to be a flight attendant, which we understand because we have a few of them that we work with.
That are hot mess.
Hot mess. Maybe they should have went through one of them.
Maybe they should. I was just going to say. Some of them need some...
Some of them probably need that school, but no, Susan, you don't need to do that. No. You just need to have customer service experience.
Because I think once you start training in any airline, there's specifics for each airline that are their service standards or their, quality standards that have to be adhered to. Mm-hmm. And then depending on the fleet that you're working with, all of the door drills and door scenarios that you're going to have to do are different because they pertain to each type of aircraft. Mm-hmm. So if you're learning all, Boeing, and then you go to somewhere they do Airbus, then it's
just not needed.
I don't think it's necessary.
The airline is going to teach
money.
The airline's going to teach you everything you need to know, and just
I would say save your money and get a really nice makeover, get a nice outfit.
And take an interview.
Take an interview course.
Well, people don't know how to interview.
That is true.
They go to interviews. I've been interviewing people for decades, from when I was a McDonald's swing manager to a nurse manager to even when I was a flight attendant supervisor. I've been interviewing people. Okay. And I actually wrote a blog post on flightattendantjoe.com called So You Want to Be a Flight Attendant?
Oh.
The interview process.
Ooh.
And so
is this on
flightattendantjoe.com.
There you go.
So and
like how I set you up for that?
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And so it's just I've seen so many different types of people. An interview process is the most important thing you need to know. You go in there and you try to be funny. No, don't be funny.
Don't be funny?
don't crack jokes that are inappropriate.
Oh, I didn't crack inappropriate jokes.
I had somebody once at an interview, a flight attendant interview, say, yeah, my friend works here. We just got wasted last night. I'm shocked I can be here.
That's probably not.
I was like, thank you so much for coming. And he's like, yeah, my friend told me that that I'm going to get it. And I was like, oh, tell your friend you're wrong.
Cute.
Tell your friend you're wrong.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And then one time, this woman's cell phone went off. I was sitting across from her, interviewing her to become a flight attendant. Her phone rang. She answered it, and she proceeded to talk while I stared at her.
That's
and I folded up her thing.
Bad common
And
sense.
it wasn't like she was on the phone long. She was like, hey, no, oh my God. No, I'm at an interview. I'll call you back. And then she looked up at me. I said, thank you so much for coming. You'll hear back from us. And she goes, oh, we're done. I was like,
oh, we're totally done at this point.
Done. Yeah. So don't be a dick at the interview and you'll be fine.
Oh my God. Yeah. I think
it was shocking. I talked about it for days.
How many interviews did you do?
As a flight attendant supervisor, how many people, probably like 50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually you tag team, you 1-on-1, 2-on-1, the things that people say. The greatest part about an interviewer, a good interview will make you feel comfortable. So you'll say the things that you would not say so that they know who you really are.
Are they trying to trip you up?
No, we're just trying to make you be honest. Because, when somebody comes for an interview, that's the best you're ever going to see them.
Correct.
So if their best is shitty.
Oh, yeah. Then obviously.
Then when they get on the airplane, they're going to be like the people I work with every day. A mess.
Yeah.
So also, but interviewers listen to conversations in the bathrooms too.
Oh, that I know. I know flat out.
We pulled somebody out of an interview process once. Airline interviews are like a day-long process. And we pulled someone out halfway through because one of the interviewers was taking a dump and two people walked in and she was like, this is fucking ridiculous. They're making us jump through so many hoops. It's a flight attendant job. I'm not going to become a doctor.
Done.
So
So
the interviewer came out while they were still in there. It was women.
Obviously.
Well, and the girls didn't think anything. And when they got out, they were like, hey, so grab your stuff. Well, you're not going to finish the day. Why? And they were like, well, we overheard what you said in the bathroom. And that's not the best quality,
attitude.
Thank you. And they got mad. Oh, that's ridiculous. We're like, no, bitch, go.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen some crazy shit in an interview. So don't worry about going to a flight attendant class. Just learn how to interview and have some customer service skills. Airlines love Disney, Starbucks, any company that really focuses on customer service is a great transition. If you're in the medical profession, those are great things to have when you go to an interview.
That's good. I think that's really good advice.
Yeah. What do you think?
I had another question, but it left my brain.
Oh, maybe it'll come back.
That's cute.
Probably not.
No. Our next question. Who famous have you had on your flight? Gary wants to know that.
Oh.
Gary, Indiana.
Have you had anyone famous?
I'm going to think about it really quickly.
Like who?
Yes.
The most famous.
Regina King.
Regina King. Oh, I know her.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I don't know her.
Well, you do.
I wish she'd be on the show.
Mackenzie Marsh.
Oh, yes, I know her. She's done a Will and Grace.
Regina King, Mackenzie. I had who else?
Have you had any like huge celebrities?
I don't think huge celebrities. I've had like reality stars.
Oh, they're not celebrity. They're not TV. No. I've had, I think the most famous person I've had, I had Joan Jett. That was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
She was cool. This was like a decade ago.
Okay.
She only ordered hot water because she had her own tea bags. And then one of the band members left something on the plane and the flight attendant brought it to them in baggage and they gave her a signed CD. I thought that was nice.
Oh, that's really nice.
But
Joan Jett.
My most famous person is Donald Sutherland.
Okay.
I had Donald Sutherland and his wife, and they were on the flight because their other flight got canceled, and I felt sorry that they were going from a huge airline first class to Economy.
Ooh.
And it was fun, and they had their service dog, and they were so nice. But the funniest part was when I leaned over, he was in the window, and I leaned over and I said, "Mr. Sutherland, can I get you anything to drink?" And he said, "Hot tea." And I said, "Jack Daniels?" I don't know why.
What?
And he goes, "Hot tea." And I said, "Yeah, don't know where the Jack Daniels came from." Because I was so nervous, because you know me.
Oh, you get very starstruck.
I can barely, that's why I can't work first class, because the first time Lady Gaga comes on, or Kristen Wiig, or anyone that
you'd lose it.
Oh, I couldn't work. If Kristen Wiig walked on my plane, I'd be like, I have to either sit with her. Wait a minute. 102, my heart's racing right now. I'm either going to have a heart attack or not, because I couldn't handle Kristen Wiig. I love her.
I know you're obsessed with her.
I love her so much.
I don't get starstruck at all. I can care less.
Well, you've been in this industry for so long, so you're numb to it.
Well, the only person I would get starstruck.
Eliza.
Yeah.
And her dog, Blanche.
It's more because of Blanche. Because I just love her so much. And I just think she's such an incredible comedian, and I just want to sell a script for her.
Just keep, maybe she'll hear that and she'll like all this shit you're blowing up her ass.
Sorry.
Keep going.
But I would like to be friends with her, and then if she was like, "Bad chicks, terrible," I'd be like so soul crushed.
No, well, first of all, you said you want to be friends with her, and now she's going to block you.
I know.
Because I would block you if I could go back 5 years ago. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I get starstruck. But with Donald Sutherland, he was so cool and sweet. And we were talking to him in the galley, and he was laughing about how kids are afraid of him because he played President Snow in the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And then our captain was basically throwing himself at Donald Sutherland. And I was just like, calm down, settle down. And one of the other flight attendants was like, my mom loved you in MASH, which was his first thing. One of his first things like 50 years ago. He was in the movie.
Whoa.
And he was so impressed that, because he's like, people only ask me about the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
I'm like,
of course.
that's sad. This man is...
Yeah, he's...
Now he does, I think he's in a tropical, an orange juice commercial, and every time I hear it, I think, oh my God, I know him. And I may or may not have, when he threw his boarding pass in the trash, I may or may not have taken it out.
That's
and
ridiculous.
It could be at home somewhere where I keep my Donald Sutherland stuff.
You have you have Donald Sutherland stuff?
Well, a boarding pass.
Like multiple things?
No, maybe a boarding pass
and you just called me crazy?
Maybe a boarding pass and a used napkin. I'm just saying.
God,
I lost the napkin. No, I didn't keep it.
You're like, no, I used the napkin.
That's on you, bitch. Use the. I'm gonna get. He's probably gonna sue me.
I know.
Call my manager. I don't have
one. Call me. Hey, you have to deal with this. Sorry, honey.
We're gonna get our producer involved. But yeah, no, I think that's it. I've had like oh my God, Dawson. I've been on
Katie Holmes?
No.
Oh no, actual Dawson.
What's his name?
Dawson. James Vanderbeek.
I've had him. I've been on 2 of his flights.
Really?
We're like friends. I wrote about him, I think, in one of my books. I've written so many books now I can barely remember. But
James Vanderbeek.
We had 2. Can I tell this quick little story?
Yeah, you have plenty
So
of time.
I was working JFK to Burbank 11 years ago, and he was in 10F.
Okay.
And his TV was broken.
Of course.
And the only thing I could remember was, and we had a full flight, couldn't even move him. And the only thing I remember was he had a MacBook that was black. He had a black MacBook, and I had a black MacBook. And all I kept thinking was, oh my God.
We're the same human being.
I have the same MacBook as James Vanderbeek.
That's exciting.
Then fast forward like 8 years, and I'm flying on a different airline out of Boston to go home.
Okay.
And I'm the last one to get my seat because I'm standby. And there's these people in front of me, and it's this gentleman and his wife, and they're pushing a stroller, and there's another kid. And I'm like, these people need to hurry up and get down the jet bridge. It was my friend James.
Did you say hi? Say, do you remember me? And he's like, no, psycho.
I looked at him and I was just like, oh my God. Because now I'm like, oh my God, we're best friends.
Yeah, of course,
like,
obviously. Because you had one encounter with this person.
Well, I think I gave him a Diet Coke once.
Of course.
So now I'm like, oh my God, we're best friends. So I'm texting everyone. I'm like, me and my friend James are on the flight.
God.
So I tried to stay away from him because I didn't want to get arrested.
Well, that's good. That's a smart way of doing that.
But that's it.
I haven't had a bunch. I mean, my friends and people that I work with in the airline have, but me personally, not a ton of famous people.
No.
And also, it doesn't faze me. I don't really care.
I feel that way about crashing because I've been a flight attendant so long. I'm like, if it happens,
if it happens, it happens.
It's like you. If you saw, like, if we walked down the street and saw, Katie Holmes. I just said that because you said Katie. Oh my God, if I saw Katie Holmes, I'd be like, tell me what really happened.
You're like, I need the details.
And then I'd call Leah Remini.
Signed an NDA. She can't talk about anything.
I know. That's why she hasn't been on Leah Remini's show.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my God. Do those things ever expire?
What?
Non-disclosure agreements? Yeah. No, they're just forever.
Well, yeah. I mean, that I'm sure that is forever.
Yeah, we're not mentioning the organization, but I'm sure they're non-disclosure because I don't want to get stalked.
Katie in trouble.
Or myself. But I'm sure those non-disclosure agreements are tight as fuck. Like you can't even whisper a word. So yeah, it makes sense. But
I just thought of like 3 really dirty, inappropriate jokes when you said that.
Tell me. Can you tell me?
No, I can't. I can't tell you any of those. It's totally inappropriate.
Is the name of this show called Confessions on the Fly, or is it called Keep Everything Inside Your Studio?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm going to start calling your vagina. Your studio.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flight Attendant Joe and LJ's
studio.
You should do that. That'd be a thing you could flirt with guys on the plane.
Hey.
You want to see my studio? Boom, boom. That's hot. That's not even that's hot.
Get it?
I could use that too about the backside.
Oh my God.
What? Are we done?
We're done.
All right, we're done talking about her vagina.
Yeah, those are the questions that we have for today.
That's great. Hey guys, listen, please, you can email me at joe@flightattendantjoe.com if you have any questions. I love doing these Q&As. LJ, what's your email address for people to email you at?
You can comment on my blog on laurajeansalerno.com.
You cannot have her email address. But you can email me anything you want.
You can email him. But
I should not say that.
You can comment on my blog.
Yeah.
On laurajeansalerno.com and you can ask questions there.
Maybe I should get you an email for lj@flightattendantjoe.com just so I could feel important. No, we're not doing that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys. We are here at Midnight Profit Production Studios in Hollywood, California. I want to give a big shout out to our amazing producer. I got it right.
You actually got it right.
Our amazing producer, Nathan Gershom.
Yep.
I'm always afraid to say his name. Please check him out. Go on social media. This studio is right in the heart of Hollywood. It's like 2 blocks from Hollywood Boulevard. You can be slumming it and then recording podcasts. It's amazing. Podcasts. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Any of your needs. Thanks so much. This is Confessions on the Fly. I'm LJ.
And I am Flight Attendant Joe.
And we're out. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Confessions on the Fly with LJ and Flight Attendant Joe. Click the notification bell, subscribe below, and for more videos you can click right here. See you soon.